Ebusiafo aha eye Kinto TV miso eni dem ensampa bi opese oto wan sumya ne no nso obese ska wo to Kinto TV na wa shout to other platform wa ma comment e wo comment section na say ma we fish say obebu notification ben so ma nsem bi e de be Kinto TV no why first person wo nyansa mi bi eti ebusiafo nsam ne de aye bebre na e say e wo ho de a wo hu say enu ho de a wo hu say ade we die enye hwe oye den ya ebekọ but e wo ho a na wote ne ya senye etie ebusiafo nsem bia beto ye konso na ni na ne se NDC for enya atwom NDC for eye nya atwom na nsam ne de bebre na ene ka ho na ebusiafo yonua be mebi e de nsem bi e tutwa sentia omo ka NDC for enya atwom ye ne yenim eye enani 3 days OSP nsem bi eche se ode ebetu dwa eye Martin Poku ensensem bi na ebusiafo no nkomotwetwe no sene aye no mempese me we so tam no miso eni dem so be ka me hom na menu mienwane akwaje nsam na nchemu ye ankasa na yuvia ne owo bia no so yasanso ede abeka ho aha eye Kinto TV yechube ni entie nsam no nchemu ye ankasa.
You can go Speaker, we are saying that the office of the special prosecutor has abused his powers in this matter. And I will not hesitate. I will not hesitate to say that this house, we created the office. And the office of the special, if we to abrogate it, we may have to abrogate it. Because we cannot create such an office to handle important matters of concern to the state, and you'll be detaining citizens that you have invited willingly, they've submitted themselves willingly, and you detain them because on a certain supposed obstruction of a public officer from performing a certain duty. That is a misdemeanor.
Honorable Chief Whip.
So, Mr. Speaker, let me place this matter on record that this house, we shall be inviting him to come and brief the house the circumstances under which he will detain a citizen under such flimsy, whimsical circumstances. It is untenable. And yesterday, his conduct was frowned upon by the entire nation. By the entire nation. So I just have to place this matter on record for today. I thank you for the opportunity.
Honorable Majority Chief Whip, you came under Order 93, but it was wrong time. We normally invoke Order 93 during statement time. Now you've gone past statement time, we are coming to do government business, and we are bringing this discussion again. Anyway, I'll invite one person from this side, Honorable Kojo, to comment on.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, first of all, I would have wished that the Business Committee would have properly programmed this so that it would have been part of the earlier conversations. The subject that the Chief Whip on the majority side has raised is an important matter. But in my view, Mr. Speaker, it is not about the Office of the Special Prosecutor. It is about a culture that has crept into the investigative and law enforcement bodies in this country, where they invite you, and to quote the words of the Chief Whip, you appear on your own volition to assist them in investigations. Then they arrest and detain and put onerous bail conditions on you. In fact, in the case of his good friend, the respected lawyer he's speaking about, his very good friend, he was asked to bring landed property in his own name. These are some of the onerous bail conditions that we have been speaking about, that the investigative bodies are beginning to weaponize. Unfortunately, Mr. Speaker, like we say in Twi, etua unyonku mua, etua biem, etua uhumudia, etua nipem. To wait, Mr. Speaker, when it happens to somebody and he's complaining about it, you see absolutely nothing wrong with it. When it happens to you, now you complain. So, Mr. Speaker, if he wants to invite the special prosecutor to come and answer why his friend, and today he's complaining because it is his friend, why his friend and the office of the special prosecutor, in his view, are weaponizing their powers, perhaps he should extend that invitation to all the other investigative bodies that people have raised complaints about, that they are beginning to weaponize the powers of state given them. Today, because it happened to Martin Kpebu, you are making it a matter of urgent public interest. The minority leader, Osahin, has been raising this matter over and over again, that the investigative bodies are weaponizing their powers, are imposing onerous bail conditions. In fact, Mr. Speaker, in instances where you don't even expect them to detain, because you've invited a man, he has appeared, he's provided information, you know where to find him. There's no basis to detain him. They will detain you and put onerous bills, whisk you away, unknown destination. Then your lawyers, everybody looking for you. We've had clients at our firm we are chasing all over town. When you say it, because it has not happened to them, they don't complain. That's why our elders say, today, because it has happened on their side, they are complaining. So, Mr. Speaker, if we will take a leaf from the book of history, when the Preventive Detention Act was being passed, members of the CPP who were happily shouting that it was a good idea, in the end, became victims of it. If there's a practice that is untoward and it is being raised, let us look at it without partisan lenses. We on this side, if indeed they extend that invitation, I'm not sure we will object. We won't object to it. But perhaps our advice will be that all the other investigative bodies that are being weaponized, which have been complained about, which they turn a blind eye and a blind ear to, maybe, Chief Whip, you should add it so that we can do a non-partisan, diligent job in the interest of the public. Because precedents are being set, which will not be good for our democracy going forward. Mr. Speaker, those will be my words in contribution. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm not...
You yourself, you've indicated that you were also opposed to it. Mr. Speaker, today, the political party that opposed the establishment of the office, the member of that political party who opposed it in the 8th Parliament, today majority leader, leader of government business, in the wisdom of the Ghanaian people, they have given them a super majority. Super majority. They have majority in this house. They have a super majority. Why? What's happening? What's happening in our country, Mr. Speaker? You just made that point about allocation. And you made a point about reset and the fact that we may struggle with the reset. Too much talking. The country needs action. If you believe the office of special prosecutor is not fit for purpose, you have the majority, you call us micro-minority, we are mighty minority indeed. Repeal it! What are you waiting for? 1 year down the road, we are still being given sermons and being given lectures and being told that this office is unconstitutional. Mr. Speaker, because with the greatest of respect, one of their own was touched. Because one of their own was touched. The law, when it's respected and when it's applied fairly, works for all of us, regardless of where you find yourself. Of course, lawyer Martin Kpebu is somebody I know very well. And indeed, yesterday, Mr. Speaker, when I heard the news that he had been arrested by the Office of Special Prosecutor, I even attempted to reach out to him. But it should never be the case. It should never be the case, Mr. Speaker, that when Wontumi is arrested and put behind bars and told to bring bail conditions of 100 million Ghana cedis, and he stays in prison for 1 month, 2 months, Mr. Speaker, when we all know too well that basic teaching of law, criminal law tells you that bail should never be used as a form or a means of punishment. That one, it is okay. Mr. Speaker, when ссreak is still in custody today because he's been subjected to onerous and reasonable bail conditions which he cannot meet. Mr. Speaker, he's been told to satisfy a bail condition of 650 million Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, that one is fine. When bail should not be used as a tool of punishment. We didn't hear the majority leader. Mr. Speaker, when Paul Adumochi was arrested by the OSP, the Office of Special Prosecutor, because allegedly Paul Adumochi had been critical of the office, when he was arrested and put behind bars, Mr. Speaker, and some of us raised our voices, the majority leader's voice and the majority side was mute. Because today, it is lawyer Martin Kwebu. Mr. Speaker, when the law is applied unfairly against Wontumi, it is bad. When it's applied unfairly against ssreak, it is bad. When it's applied against Paul Adumochi, it is bad. When it is applied against Martin Kwebu, Mr. Speaker, it is indeed bad. We make laws and make good laws to the best of our ability for all of us, and we respect the law for all of us. Mr. Speaker, I want to conclude. Mr. Speaker, I want to conclude by indicating that what happened yesterday is a wake-up call to all of us. That when the law is applied unfairly against a citizen, it doesn't matter whether he's from the north or the south. Mr. Speaker, it doesn't matter whether he's an NDC member or an NPP member. Let us insist, that is our only safeguard, that if the Honorable Mama Yarga